Ignore it again. Hello. I wonder if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident. Is anyone else a little afraid of this guy? Not a big talker, huh? It's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Unless I was a handshake, huh? Maybe a hug to break the ice. Seconds out. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, I get it, man. Not everyone's a hug and tap. I'm cool with that. Round 1. 10 reps, yeah? What is this man up to? I better see what he has to say for himself. Your name? From the blue corner. It's Rocco Deep 259 Carcerado. Don't mind if I keep moving, do you, boss? Fighter can't let his heart rate drop. It doesn't look like there is any danger of that. Don't you worry. Don't worry you'll lose too much weight doing all that. Gotta make weight before the fight, boss. Won't make it into the ring if I don't. Huh? Zero. Wait, I get it. You gotta be a boxer, right? Was, back in the day. But it's good to stay fighting fit. At least ways. That's how I see it. So is the bear part of your training too? Look kind of like an apron. It's so cute. Ain't nothing cute about Teddy. Kid's my partner, see? This here's a polar bear to keep me on my toes. He seems to have loosened up a bit. Now's my chance. Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss. I ain't no stoolie, and I don't know nothing nohow. I'll be the judge of that. Please answer my questions. Are we about to do chess match, mind chess game? You punch drunk or something, boss? I told you, I don't know zip. So we won't play ball. But how about we play chess instead? Guess there's only one thing to do, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. The more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I am he's hiding something. Alright, let's see what exactly you do and do not know, Mr. Carcerado. Now, let us analyze the state of play. He adopts a boxing stance, where he's on a high alert. I guess these things won't go well if I push too hard at such moments. When an opponent is offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. It's about to reveal an opening eventually, which is when I'll pounce. First, let's see if our friend here knows anything about the incident. I'll start by asking about his movements. And bring this fight to an end before he knows what hit him. Why don't you start by telling me what you've done today? You will answer me, Carcerado. What? You want a shot at me, at champ? Is that it? Then pull him up, pal. Throwing in a towel already? That's gotta be a record. Fisticuffs is hardly my style, but I'm more happy to take you on a game of chess. Incidentally, you don't get tired of ducking and diving all the time like that? You think I don't got stamina, kid? Oh, you just trapped me. Oh, wait, so yeah, that was the same one as before. I invited twice. I ain't tired. Not today, not ever. Especially not today. Took it real easy this morning. Had me some quite cell time. Hardly broke a stick. So you were in your cell the whole time. You were in your cell the whole time. Thank you for that information. Really? You look pretty sweaty to me. Give me a break, will ya? When I'm talking, okay? I'm tired. Yeah, real tired. You may have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerado, but I'm afraid your line needs quite a bit of work. Tired, really? I hardly think that's possible. Especially not after you just told me your quiet cell time this morning. Ugh. Gotta be a little careful here, Teddy. This guy lands. Oh, he just takes him off. He's hiding something. I'm sure of it. Try asking about him what happened at the time of the incident, both inside and outside his cell. I will need to use my fists in this next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. Did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? What do you mean strange? Answer the question. Tell me what was going on around at the time. I wish I could help you, boss. But I was asleep. We both was. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed this line of question. Okay, so we need to do... What were you doing first? Do you remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was, catching some Z's. We both was. The incident happened only a short while ago. You seem wide awake, all things considered. Being defensive. Fighter's gotta be able to pick up quick when he's down. But he needs his beauty sleep too. Builds muscles. Is that so? Then I apologize for waking you. I have read the rest that is an important part of any boxer training regimen. You don't say. So Mr. Prosecutor's savvy when it comes to the fight game, huh? Who knew? Interesting. How do you know that I'm a prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You've been eavesdropping, haven't you? You've been listening to every word we said out here in the corridor. Which means you weren't asleep, and that you are lying again. You're a good kid. Caught me clean with that one. Alright, admit it, I wasn't catching no Z's. But what? Can't the guy work out in his cell alone? Work out in his cell no more without lawyers getting involved? Or is the man taking care of himself? It's a crime now. The fact that we now know he was awakened is important development. Could prove to be a useful clue. Enough of your bar-faced lies. You weren't asleep, you were exercising. You told me as much yourself. Ugh. For counterpunch, huh? Should've seen that one coming. It seems I have you on the ropes, Mr. Carcerado. It's time to come clean about what you know. Alright, you don't gotta shout about it. Stop around like you own the place. Teddy's an animal, pal. Teddy and his animal pals have been scared enough this morning already. Already? What happened this morning? You've done well to endure this long, but I fear you'll soon be out of the court, out for the count. You say the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what was it, Mr. Carcerado? Quit it, will ya? I'm getting shackled here. Fine. Somebody yelled, okay? Real loud. We're scared. Got all the little guys scared too. Yeah, laugh it up, Mr. Big Shot Lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in a ring. Checkmate. So someone screamed. I think we've now established that you know more than you're letting on, don't you? Fine, I'll talk. I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's not get carried away, Kay. Our work here has only just begun. Hey, can we call a little time out for a sec, guys? There's something super big I need to say. It's just, well, it's like fate brought us here today, after all these years, Edgeworth. And it's a real privilege watching you work. Opening stuff, in fact. What is he doing? It's I should know, I'll be telling you know who, what you become. Huh? You know who? Gonna get the lowdown, huh? Well. Hold it. That's enough. This has nothing to do with Kay. Whoa! You don't have a cow, man. Why so sensitive? Report whatever you wish to whomever you wish. Just do it on somebody else's time. Whatever you say, boss man. But I think he should know at least. You know, how you've been living your life since you signed on to doing things the Von Karma way. Is he referring to Edgeworth's dad? Is he referring to Gregory? Does Fender not know Gregory is dead? Is that how long it's been? It's like, did Fender know Edgeworth and Gregory before Gregory died? And like Fender left, and like, after that Gregory died, but Fender hasn't been back to the country, so he doesn't actually know that Gregory died and Edgeworth got adopted by Von Karma. Being disappointed enough for one lifetime? And I say, guys, after all, you've disappointed him enough for one lifetime already, am I right? What's he talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing that need concern you, Kay. Our focus should be on Mr. Carcerado. Now, shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. You won't land a glove on me, kid. There was a show. Finished right around 10 a.m. Came back here after, did some training. Anyways, I tried to, barely got to the count to 2 before somebody screams. What the? Ah! Guy was hollering and howling, crying for help. What can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tunes it out and get back to work. Okay, so we need to press the screen. Find it curious that you would pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I said, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is the joint. Don't nobody thank nobody for getting involved in it, in what ain't none of their concern. I hear you, brother. Best you could do is rubberneck from in there, right? You mentioned training, Mr. Carcerado. I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. There's a big guy. Fixer, they call him. What's a fixer? Fellow can get his hands on just about anything you need for a price. No way. They get a Perhaps, Mr. Corsorado, what you ought to ask for is a beginner guide to giving a better testimony. Because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in one. You put me down? Try it, you bum. And what am I? Chopped liver? Yes, you are chopped liver, Fender. Now get out of here. Okay, was Edward's implying there's already a contradiction? I feel like it was intended.
Hold it!
Tell us more about the scream you heard. The scream of a guy about to scream his last. And I should know. Well, there, good buddy. There's time and place for that, you know? So it was incredibly audible. Guy back into a corner fighting for his life. You ever hear something like that, boss? Well, I have. And yeah, it's clearly audible.
Hold it!
And that's all you heard. There was nothing else. Nope, not so much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? You have to tell me. Oh, I do, huh? Why don't you come over here and see if I can make you squeal like he did? Whoa. Forgive the kid here. He doesn't know when to quit. Come on, Miles. Apologize to the good man. But it is clearly important, and yet he insists on remaining infuriatingly vague. Look, friend. How about you let this slide? Please? For me. So yeah, I heard a voice, like I said.
Hold it!
You were able to concentrate on your training, even after hearing all that screaming. Look, if we was on the outside, maybe things would have been a bit different. Maybe I'd seen what to do. This ain't the outside. I can't go no place, even if I want to. Okay, I think that's the problem there. You didn't think to slip out of your cell to go sneak a peek? I don't think anybody else would have thought of doing that except you, Kay. Well, this wasn't a prison. Mr. Knight might have left. I somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him. What? But if somebody could have gotten to him in time. Mr. Corsorado is clearly lying. What I don't understand is why. Okay, so there is a contradiction there. The show. What kind of show was it exactly? Depends on the day. They bring him in from the outside, see? Singers, dancers, all kinds. Gives us cons a little something to look forward to. Nice, that sounds like fun. And you went along to see today's show. Sure did. Gave us a chance to get a glimpse of the outside world, now can't I? And it was over.
Hold it!
What did this training involve? Let's see. Today was stamina and rhythm work, which means jump rope. What? In that tiny cell? How? What about Teddy? Isn't it dangerous for him? Kid's no dummy. Think I get my rope out, he jumps and holds tight. Jump rope is a polar bear clinging to your chest. Didn't I told you, didn't I? We're partners. Besides, a little extra weight's good for me. Anyway, I started jumping rope. Wait. He died instantly. Or at least that's Edward's. This isn't like an official autopsy report. Cut it.
Objection!
What am I missing here?
Objection!
There, yeah. He died instantly, so he couldn't have been hollering and screaming the whole time. He was dead, and he also had a hit on his head, so he might have been knocked out when he was killed. Are you listening carefully, Mr. Carcerado? Huh? You trying to be cute or something? The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. Neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. You say you heard the victim's cries, and yet that would have been impossible. There must have been a scream. He said there was. Who? Who said there was? He said there was. Quit looking so smug, will ya? Fine, I admit it. I didn't hear nothing, alright? The guy in the next cell did. He told me so. The next cell. No, stop. Stop. What is Polly doing here? We're like, you mean... Hey, what do you want? I heard a scream. What of it? Came back from the show and they put us in our cells, the same as always. Then, just like I told this guy, I heard it. A scream. A real scary one. Scary how exactly? Didn't tell him this part. I guess I would've... but it was kind of like... Ugh! Anyone come quickly. He's... something like that. Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed. Sounds more likely to have been the person who found the body. Huh. That explains it. Mr. Crosser was telling the truth, more or less. I'm afraid there's a new problem that has reared its head. Namely, why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Carcerado? Yeah, what gives, pal? How come you didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day? Ugh. Ugh. What do you think? I did a crime or something, huh? From inside here, the cell. Guy died over in the workshop, in case you forgot. Well, yeah, it does seem a little weird now that you mention it. He's right. Neither of us could have done it. Let me tell you, if I could get out of this here cage and murder somebody, you'd all be toast. Well, that Kay's not even looking in his direction, and she's just like, ain't that the truth? You bums ain't leave this place in one piece if any of us can help it. I almost forgot that these men are hardened criminals. Well, I won't be doing that again anytime soon. I'm guessing this wasn't how you saw this going, Edgeworth. What's my next move here? Won't get much more out of them in this state. Who's there? Oh, hi. Order in the court. Who died and made you the boss of, huh? Boss of me, huh? Get to see what kind of busy here? Hush now. Silence is golden. Is it? Your hand, if you please. By the power invested by me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be, a simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. What? May the goddess of justice watch over you, now and always. God, if you would. Looks like you'll be sitting a night in solitary, buddy. What? Come on, please, Paul. Any place but there. There is no need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. This is a blessing, a chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn. What? What? Distracted by the shirt. No. Oh, goddess of justice. Bless your child and keep him in your care. Oh, Holy One, we give thanks in your name. And you are? Verity Gavalet, at your service. It is my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the law. And what is a judge doing in a place like this? Since you ask, Mr. Edgeworth, I have been sent here to find you. I come bearing a message from the Committee of the Prosecutorial Excellence, and it is my sacred duty to deliver it. The Committee of Prosecutorial Excellence? What the heck is that? It is first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child. For it is a sacred phrase from the goddess of justice herself. Why don't I fill you in, kiddo? The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job it is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest. In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line. The panel is comprised of people from both legal... I hit the button. The panel is comprised of people from both legal and political professions. A panel of which you are a member, I assume. I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service. Thanks for coming to see us like this. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to meet you. It's always great to hang with the judicial companion. Come on, bring it in and chillax. We're all friends here.
Overruled.
Need I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association? Hey, I didn't mean anything by it. I was trying to lighten the mood, okay? Bro, you're going about it the wrong way. You sound like a creep. You ain't lightening any mood over here. So, your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise be to the goddess of justice, but for bestowing her gift of insight onto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases. And should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge. And what does the committee for prosecutory, whatever you said, want with Mr. Edgeworth? We're in the middle of an investigation here.
Objection!
That's his voice? No, I do not like that voice. No. That does not fit what. That does not seem to fit. Objection! No. Pitiful. You really don't know what to. You really don't know, do you? What an ignoramus. And who are you, pal? Winner, Eustace Winner, prosecutor extraordinaire. So, you might know me as the Winner, a name they call me down at the prosecutor's office. With great affection, I might add. I have never heard of you. I'm a prodigy. I've never heard of you, and I am a high prosecutor, so you are nobody. And how about the detective Flatfoot over there? Nope. Name means nothing to me. Well, it's to be expected from an ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is sweet, as they say. I'm sure most things mean nothing. Sweet nothing to you. Ignorance is bliss, Winner. And I don't think sweet nothings mean what you think it means. It is entirely natural that you aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us last month. And he's high talking himself like no other. Cool. So he's nothing but a rookie. I'm not just any rookie. I'm a winning rookie. Which he will prove himself to be in due time. Now, let me cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth. What do you mean? What mess? I fear I know exactly what he means. The committee is sending an envoy with new prosecutors in tow. I suspect I know what you're getting at, Winner. But I'm going to need a few details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Gavalier? Very well. By the power invested in me by the goddess of justice, I hereby declare that in a matter of the incident at the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees the prosecutor Edwards be relieved of his duties and replaced by prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict. What? Mr. Edwards is off the case? Just like that? Judge Gavalier, I believe I asked for an explanation. No explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken, and her judgment is final. How about no?
Objection!
What exactly I've done to be warrant taken off the case? Come now, Mr. Edgeworth. Claiming ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded a presidential plane, violating the principle of extraterritoriality, and while there, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to questioning. You were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident. You vastly overstepped your authority of your office. To call it abuse of power would be no understatement.
Objection!
I don't deny that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned. But there is also no denying that certain risks must be taken in order to arrive at the truth. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate.
Overruled.
Then what you're saying is that the end justifies the means. The rules can be freely ignored. That is a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute. it will not be bent to your whims. The law is not absolute, actually, girl. We know that for certain because we have been over it many, many, many times in this series. Forgive me, but not all of us believe as you do. Is that so? How unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing. When the trial ends, the hammer falls. Be you the defendant or attorney, even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing, that is, but to give thanks to the goddess of justice, divine grace. Unless you wish to appeal. To do so would be to risk your badge, of course. So they mean to take my badge if I don't play alone. Whoa, tough break, Edgeworth. I see you've accepted your fate. Good. Gods, if you would be so kind as to escort him out. Nope. No, stop! What are you doing, detective? I'm in charge here now, so you'll do as I say and move out of the way. What? You're not the boss of me. Unluckily for you, Flatfoot, that's exactly what I am. How old is he? 17. He needs to get off his high horse. She's 26. They're holding all the cards here. I don't stand a chance. Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winner says. But sir! Judge Gavlet. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? The committee's decision is beyond irrational, so yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last of this. Duly noted. Until we meet again, then. Let's go, Kay. We're leaving. Right. Oh, and remember, you know who will be getting a full report on all of this. So we're not going to talk about the parrot. So it's the next day. So if none of them saw it, that means whoever did it had to come through the stairwell. There's also this marked room right here, but like it's kind of dead. So like if they didn't go past the cell, that means they had to come from the stairs, which we don't know. This back area in the middle. It's like office area. I don't understand what the point of this is. There's nothing off about it. Why is this here? Why is this so? Unless it's gonna we're gonna find a similar one somewhere else. And we're gonna realize it's not actually his set. It was brought from somewhere else. I still can't believe what happened yesterday. It was terrible. The way those two treated you. Yeah, we don't need a flashback. Judge Gavlet and Mr. Winner certainly didn't mince their words. It's not what concerns me right now. More worried about the committee's reason for doing what they did. And what they might do next. I suspect it won't be good. Ours to Mr. Edgeworth, aren't you listening to me? Yes, of course. This is it? You're giving up on the Bronco Knight case? No, I have no intention of doing any such thing. To walk away from the case would be to tacitly accept the committee's decision. The only problem is I don't have the authority to continue investigating. Yes, what is it, detective? Got some bad news, sir. We're down to the precinct is. They've just arrested somebody for Mr. Knight's murder. What? Do you know who it is? No, but I heard they're being held in a detention center. Maybe you could go talk to whoever it is. Good idea. Let's get down there, Mr. Edgeworth. Even without the authority to investigate, surely I can still pay a suspect an innocent visit. All right, we're on our way. Me too. I'll see you there, sir. But you won't you be missed, Detective? Nah, everyone's busy in a prison going over the crime scene anyway. Good. Then I will see you shortly. Yes, sir. Come on, Kay. Let's go. So who's the suspect going to be? Is it going to be the buddy old pal that you were interrogating? Mr. Carcerado? That who the suspect's going to be? Don't tell me he's going to be dead. The suspect's going to be dead too. Still no sign of them, Indeed. Wait, this is just like last time. Please don't tempt fate like that. No! I can't. I just can't. Sure you can. I told you, you're just a pair of visitors. So it really doesn't want to see us. Who are you? No. Just talk with them, please. Is this a guy or a girl? I can't tell because of the hair. I'm just gonna go with the guy for now. But one of them's a prosecutor, right? Aren't they super scary? All they do is stare at you, right into your soul. Ah, you must be the suspect in the... See, I told you. Okay. Why is this man so flustered? Okay, so it is man. Probably because you're being you. But I guess it's just how you are. Thanks for clearing up absolutely nothing. Hey, Mr. Suspect. You doing okay in there? We just want to have a little chat with you. No biggie, right? Who are you? I'm Kay Faraday. Mr. Esther's my trusty sidekick. It's just a part-time gig I'm doing while I take a break from my real job, though. Funny. I don't recall ever employing you. And that's Mr. Edgeworth. He is a prosecutor, but he's not going to stare a hole into your soul or anything. Oh, please. Really? 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 Anyway, you first please tell us your name. It's Saint Simon. Simon Saint. Well, nice to meet you, Simon. You can call me Kay. Everyone else does. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. Please, Simon. We're trying to help you, I promise. Really? Thanks to Kay, it sounds like we might finally get some answers at least. Perhaps you could start by telling us a little about yourself. Who, me? Why would anyone want to know anything about me? I'm boring. I'm nothing. I'm a nobody. Do you have a job? Oh, well, it's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everyone else, honest. going to take a while. Also, just take a look at this. What? No, I can't. I couldn't. There's no way I could be a prosecutor, ever. Take this thing away from me, please. I wasn't going to give it to you anyway. So what? You're going to arrest me? Take me to court? No objection. I knew it. Overruled, Mr. Saint. Now please, calm yourself. About you and Mr. Knight. And just when I thought we were making progress. Okay. So, Simon, did you know Mr. Knight? Come on, you can tell us. Bronco? Yeah, I knew him. He was, well, we were friends. Interesting. I wonder if he knew that Knight had been arrested. Did you know Mr. Knight had been arrested? Yeah, I even came to visit him. He came to see him, he came to see Knight. I wonder when that would have been. And when was that, Simon? It was the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. So the day before the body was discovered, Saint came to visit Knight. I came as soon as I got a call from the cops. The police called him. Why? How come the police called you? They said Bronco asked them to. That he needed a favor. A favor? Uh-huh. He wanted to bring him his chess set. The pocket-sized one. So I went by his place and then I came here. A chess set. A chess set? Is it just me, or is he getting better at stealing my thoughts? Fun fact, Edgeworth, the blue text is actually you talking out loud, but trying to think to yourself and everyone can hear what you're saying. You do know everything you think is written all over your face, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, I'm not a mind reader, just an expression reader. Amazing, right? Don't you just love having a sidekick as helpful as me? And have you read what my next move is going to be? I sure have. There's something you want to show Simon. Indeed. Let's present it to him and see what he has to say about it. So this chess set. Oh, that's the one I brought for Bronco. Well, that settles that at least. We, found it next to Mr. Knight. He always had to have a chessboard somewhere nearby. I'm not surprised he had it with him when he... Simon, you and Mr. Knight you were very close, weren't you? Yeah, we were best friends. At least, I thought we were. But I guess I was wrong about that. What do you mean? If I knew him so well, it was such a shock for me to find out he had killed someone. It's not easy discovering someone that you're close to had committed a terrible crime. It's a very bitter pill to swallow indeed. How could it all end like this? I could never have imagined something so awful. Something's not right here, Mr. Edgeworth. There's just no way Simon murdered Mr. Knight. Yes. He certainly doesn't seem to have an obvious motive. Then again, he wouldn't have been arrested for no reason either. Wonder on what grounds they had for doing so. Why were you arrested, Mr. Saint? I just don't get it. Why won't he talk to me? Probably because Knight badmouthed about you. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Wow, he answered you, Mr. Edgeworth. I guess he's not scared of you anymore. Thank goodness for small miracles. The cop was in my house this morning, out of nowhere. Before I knew it, I was here. These policemen, was there a prosecutor with them? Yes. Some kid named DeWiener. DeWiener. The rookie. I thought as much. So, did they interrogate you yet? What? I'm going to be interrogated? But by the cops? Well, yeah, I mean, you've been arrested. You're a suspect now. No. I want the detectives to shout at me and threaten me. Oh. There are always these hulking guys, right? Who get in your face and force you to... Detective Dick Gumshoe, report for duty. Bad timing, detective. See? I told you. Please don't hurt me. Please don't crush me with those huge arms. No, please. I'm calling the cops. Edward's just like, what did I walk into? What's up with this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, nothing, detective. You're just being you. I guess it's just how you are. I don't get it, sir. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, Simon is clearly innocent. There's gotta be something we can do for him, isn't there? Mr. Saint. Yes? You were Mr. Knight's friend, and 2 days ago you came to visit him. You had nothing at all to do with his murder. Is my understanding correct? Yes, I didn't kill anybody. Very well then, I will choose to believe you, and I will do all that I can to assist you. Huh? But why would you help a nobody like me? Let's just say I may or may not be doing it solely for your sake. I have something of a personal interest in this case. You know, it'd be really cool if you summoned Phoenix. He's like, Phoenix, come here. I need your help. Be the defense for this guy. I'm going to be your assistant so I can investigate too. Ha 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 ha. That's right. It's payback time. So it shows those two whose investigation reigns supreme. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Unfortunately, I still lack the authority to conduct said investigation. As such, my resources are rather limited, and I'll need to lean heavily on the ones I do have at hand. Which means you, Mr. Saint, your information will be invaluable going forward. In other words, let's see if we can't help one another out, shall we? Oh, I just thought of something. Why don't you just borrow an attorney's badge? Then you could represent our pal here. Now's not the time for jokes, Gummy. I mean, Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecutor. He couldn't defend anyone if his life depended on it. Actually, Kay, he has. But I wasn't kidding. Just a thought. Helping suspects. That's what a defense attorney does, you know? Sure, but can we do that too? The only thing that matters is that we find a real culprit in the end. So come on, let's get to work. Yes, ma'am. I'm sure you know already, but just to be clear, if our investigation ultimately proves you to be the culprit, we'll have no choice but to treat you like any other suspect. But you needn't worry. I believe you, or at least I've decided to try, for now. Just hold tight and try to believe in us in return, if nothing else. It might help you to feel a little less alone. Now, if you'll excuse me. So you talked a good name in there. Talked a good game in there. We can't even get back inside the main prison to see the scene of the crime. Maybe defending the guy in court is our best bet after all. Gummy, can't defend for his life, remember?
Well, who do we have here?
Ah, it's Fender. If it isn't Edgeworth in the game, what are you cats doing here? Listen, pal, if you come to harass Mr. Edgeworth again, I'll... Hey, easy there, Detective Flatfoot Sholmes. Okay. It didn't get me until Sholmes showed up there. Sholmes! Herlock Sholmes here. Herlock Sholmes here. Now then, pray, let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Merc? What, you're here to defend somebody? Whoa. Okay, masters, nails it in one. Aren't you just uber intelligence of one of the bunch? Uber intelligence. That's not how you use either of those words, Fender. Some may say I'm an easygoing old rogue, about town, but I'm actually not half bad attorney. Wonder why I've been summoned to the old jail-rooney for a meeting with the new client. Ah, so he's been summoned to defend him. Ah, suspect one Simon E. Sainsbury. You mean Simon Saint? Whoa, wow, that's freaky. You know more about my job than I do. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Fender's a defense attorney. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I fear I might be. In fact, it could be our only option. Not so long ago, I found myself embroiled in another case that wasn't mine. I managed to worm my way out onto the crime scene by agreeing to be a certain someone's subordinate. Not an experience I ever wanted to repeat, but I fear I may have little choice. He's, of course, referring to being Francisca's subordinate just so he could investigate the case 5. Fender, before you say another word, I gotta point out the fine print. Ed Fender doesn't take on associates. Say it ain't so. I hear you protesting, but pompous prosecutors are a no-go. Especially those of the von Karma variety. I should have known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. I understand why you would want to work with someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all things von Karma. But please, believe me when I say, I'm not the man I was back then. I'm no longer under my old mentor's spell. You better believe it, pal. Mr. Edgeworth's a changed man. Sure, he used to be the demon prosecutor, but he's not like that anymore. What is this song? I do have a feeling it's detective. Gummy's right. Mr. Edgeworth is one of the good guys now. He's not just a prosecutor, he's a hero. He got me off the hook just last month. You don't say. Well, that escalated quickly. Well, it was 2 weeks ago, Kay. But he was. There was no other word for it. He was heroic. Great thiefly, even. He's just like... Defender's just like... Please, Fender. Don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye. I'm certain of it. I can't just walk away from this. I can't. Please allow me to help you with this investigation. Sheesh. Bow from the great Miles Edgeworth. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. Enlighten me, if you will. What made the leopard change his spots? Well, his name is Phoenix Wright. I suppose I would have to say the courtroom itself. I've experienced so many things and met so many people within its four walls, including some old friends who showed me a better way to be. How could that not change a person? Well, I'll be. The old you would never have bared his soul like that. That was beautiful. You might have even surprised you know who, and you know how much that takes. Who is he referring to? Is he referring to Gregory? Is that who he's thinking about? I need answers. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start again with a clean slate. Oh, this is me. Edwards and Cole's offices. Eddie Fender, senior partner. Edgeworth? That's right. Mr. Fender here began his legal career as an assistant to my late father, Gregory Edgeworth. Aha! So there is a connection to Gregory. What? Your dad was a defense attorney? So, the you know who Mr. Fender keeps talking about is... Clever K-Master nails it once again. Nails it in one yet again. That's right, I'm talking about his old man. Guess you all noticed I kept his name over the door, so to speak. Least I could do for old Gregory, really. Listen, Edgeworth, Miles. I'm gonna level with you here. I don't trust you. Not fully, anyway. I can't just forget about all those years you spent licking Von Karma's boots, you know. Anyone can say they've changed. I'm gonna need you to prove it. And besides, you know it's what Gregory would have wanted. Very well, I accept. Okay then, that's enough hardball for one day. Let's move on to the fun stuff. I hereby appoint you interim associate of Edwards & Co. Congrats. I said that too fast. I hereby appoint you interim associate of Edwards & Co. Congrats, man. I'll try to not let you down. Well, doesn't this bring a tear to my eye? The prodigal son coming on board his late father's firm. Permission to come on aboard too, please, Mr. Fender? You don't even have to ask, kiddo. Welcome to the crew. Woohoo! Thanks, Captain. Alright, I guess it's time to go to work. So, where to begin? Any bright ideas, Miles? Where were we when we were so rudely interrupted? Trying to figure out who found the body. I believe we need to speak with the person who found the body. That's what I was thinking, eager associate. We do indeed. Still the type to smile and nod, I see. That will certainly make my life easier, boss. Now that's decided, let's get going. What about me? I'm a detective. I can't just hop on board as an attorney's assistant like you guys. He has a point. Can't leave him adrift all on his own, now can I? Detective Gumshoe, I have a special assignment for you. You are to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winner. And if you happen to discover anything that seems useful, you are to notify me immediately. You are in a uniquely powerful position, Detective, and I'm going to need all the info you can pass our way. You count on me, sir. I'm a real pro when it comes to letting things slip out to the defense. True story. Trust me, I know, but just this once, those loose lips of yours might be what saves our ship. So ride the prison gates, good sirs, because here we come.